What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be doing the LR Super Saiyan Gods EZA concept video. So in the last video, we did the Super Saiyan 4s from year 7, so it's only right we do the Super Saiyan Gods. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and hop in to the EZA concept video. Pretty excited for this one too also, since they're pretty much the same unit and base. You can kind of, if you watch the last video, you can just pretty much be expected on what we're going to see here. So, their current leader skill is Power Beyond Super Saiyan Movie Heroes, Key 3 All Stats 170, and then Kamehameha 30. They activate Entrance Animation and guard all attacks for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, plus an additional key +1 per type key sphere obtained, and then attack and defense plus 77% for 7 turns from the character's entry turn. Attack and defense plus 120%, plus an additional key +1 per type key sphere obtained. Damn. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained, and then they launch an additional super attack when key is 20 or more, and then attack effective against all types when key is 24. That's the same thing, so there's really no point in me reading that. It's the same exact thing as the Super Saiyan 4s. 4th turn, it's the same condition. So this is where it really changes the most. So attack and defense 177, key +2 per type key sphere obtained, chance of performing a crit, and dodge plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. Attacks effective against all types when key is 16 or more. Launches an additional super when key is 20 or more. Medium chance of performing a crit. Medium chance of performing an enemy attack, super included. Then it's 50% or less, or one enemy 50% or less. Ultimate damage, crits for that turn. It's the same thing. Same active skill condition and effects. So the only thing that really changes in their transformed passive skills is what they're really doing with the orbs and the attacks effective against all types. So his crit and dodge, and the 4s are like crit and damage reduction. So it's a minor difference, but major at the same time for like defensive wise. So we changed it and kind of made them equal in a way. So without further ado, let's go head over and see what we got here. So I did the same thing with the 4s as the gods. I made it, the 170 is 180, and then the extra 30 is just 20 instead. So, no need to explain that, you can just look. Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. Passive skill. Activates the entrance animation upon the character's entry. Guards all attacks and reduces damage received by 30% for 3 turns from the character's entry turn. Plus an additional key +1 per key sphere obtained. And attack and defense plus 100% for 7 turns from the character's entry turn. So that little bit part up here is the same exact thing for the 4s, because it is the same exact thing in the game, so no need to change that. Plus an additional key +1, attack and defense 150, plus an additional key +1 per key sphere obtained, plus an additional 10% crit chance, and evasion chance per rainbow key sphere obtained. Launches an additional super when key is 20 or more. Attacks effective against all types, and an additional super when key is 24. So this entire base passive EZA concept is the same EZA concept as the 4s. But what changes when we get down there, we're not give you a little sneak, you know what I'm saying? It changes when we get down there. So it's 3rd turn, same condition. Here's where it changes, and here's where they become destructive. So it's gonna be passive skill is key +2, attack and defense 277%, plus an additional key +2 per orb obtained. Chance of performing a crit and evasion 10% per rainbow orb obtained. A flat 50% damage reduction. Attacks effective against all types, which is just straight up. They launch 2 additional supers and guard all attacks when key is 20 or more, and perform another additional super when key is 24. So they can do 5 supers, which I think is fair, because the 4s have damage reduction, so they don't have to super a lot. But I think it's just necessary for these guys to be able to do more supers. They have medium chance crit, Yeah, medium chance of crit and evasion. And then they change random type orbs to rainbow. So they actually rainbow orb change, which is something I did for the gods and not the floors. Because the floors, I don't want to spoil it, but you can go ahead and watch it. It's very unnecessary to give the floors the rainbow orb changing, because it's going to be way more effective for them than the gods are. So that's why I did this for them and not the floors. It's the same active skill condition effect. It's 77% or less, or enemy 77% or less, and then crits for the rest of the battle. So there is minor differences when you read it, but major differences in battle. So the fours, they're going to be more tankier, but less attack. These guys are going to be more attack, but less tanky in a way. These two, when you run them together, they're just going to be destructive. So if when these both get easy A's, you run them together, it's over. But it's pretty much the same thing, just the minor differences with the dodge or the damage reduction and all that. But that's going to be the video, guys. Thank you once again for watching. We'll see you. Well, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe. You know the deal. We'll see you in the next EZA concept video. Probably 2 more coming tonight, depending, but there's going to be a little gap between the next 2. We're going to take a break. It's a lot of typing, it's a lot of work. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.